Hello, everybody. Welcome along to the Saturday Super Stream. We are still here this Saturday. There is no Championship or no Premier League football, but you are going to have the joy of finally getting to see me cringe my way through an Ipswich Town game because I've got Wigan versus Ipswich on the laptop here. We've got Gillette Soccer Saturday here on the right-hand side. So we're going to try and keep across both. We are going to focus particularly on League One, where these are the games you've got ticking along the bottom. And we'll keep in touch with what's going on in League Two and let them have the EFL spotlight. We could not miss a Saturday Super Stream. Let me know if you can see me, hear me loudly and clearly. Say hello in the comments and let me know which game you are watching today on this Premier League less, Championship less round of football. Let's bring up what's going on today. Take the banner away and you will see Wimbledon, AFC Wimbledon versus Northampton in League One. Plymouth Blackpool on a fine old run. Bristol Rovers versus Sunderland. We'll have a look at the table as all this pertains. Sunderland pushing at the top. Big game there. Hull versus Gillingham. Gillingham in good form under Steve Evans recently. Hull right at the top. MK versus Doncaster. Doncaster without Darren Moore. Now hanging in there in the playoff picture. Peterborough versus Accrington. Stanley. Shrewsbury versus Pompey. And of course, Wigan versus Ipswich, which we will keep our main eye on. There is the League One table and some spacing, but then when you get down into the playoff positions, just ridiculous. So Hull top on 69 with Peterborough just 3 points behind. Remember, Hull at home to Gillingham today, Peterborough at home to Stanley. So both teams in and around that, outside playoff chase. And we'll talk about that as it pertains to Ipswich in a bit. So Sunderland on the periphery, but look, Hull have played 37, Peterborough have played 36, Sunderland have played 35. So there's one game in hand for second place and 2 games in hand for third place. That looks like the title picture. Lincoln slipping, aren't they? Look at that recent run. Only 2 points in the last 5 for Lincoln City. And then you get this ridiculous... Lincoln are kind of in a league of their own there, just in 4th place, perhaps looking fairly assured in playoff terms. But when you start to add in games in hand and things of that nature, it starts to look a bit more interesting. So look there, Doncaster 57, Blackpool 56, Oxford 56, Charlton 56. Oxford won last night, didn't they? Pompey 55, Gillingham 54, Ipswich 54, and then Accrington 53. So ridiculously tight. And of course, lots of teams have games in hand. And we've got a few teams there, not necessarily in the playoff chase, but 5th and 6th, Doncaster and Blackpool on their streak have only played 34 games. So very, very much a sense of things being all over the place. Down the bottom there, Bristol Rovers in trouble there under Joey Barton on the edge of it. Then with Northampton and difficult games today. Northampton playing Wimbledon, aren't they, down the bottom there? So a bit of a shootout there. And of course, Wigan in the bottom 3 and along come Ipswich today. So we'll see how that all pans out. Let's go to your comments and say hello. Liam's going to be watching MK Dons Doncaster. Good. Keep us updated. Massive game for Town. Absolutely. Would love to see them put down a marker. Well, wouldn't we all? Wouldn't we all? Come on, you Dons, says Henry. Well, I think people fight over that name. Come on, the Lee Johnson, says Anir. Yeah, choose your poison, however you like. It could be your ex-manager. Finally doing an Ipswich watch-along, of course. Leeds 2021, welcome. Afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Alistair. Come on, Lee Johnson. Iain is watching the big one there between Hull and Gillingham. As we said, Gillingham having a really good tilt at this playoff chase, and Hull up there on top. Ewan, welcome. This has a 1-1 written all over it. Is he talking Wigan and Ipswich? Will, hello. Stephen, thank God F1's back, so something to watch. There we go. After all the championship coverage, it's great to see you do a watch along for an Ipswich game. Finally, hey, as The Rock would say. Mitro to score versus Portugal tonight. Yes, one team that he can get into, Trevor, at the moment. Alex here with no stress. Good. Will, watching the Sunderland game. Good. Keep us in touch. Chris, Morecambe versus Cheltenham for you. Excellent. Up at the top of League Two. I believe the Paul Cook derby. Of course. Oh, there's many. We've got Will Keane playing for Wigan indeed today. Going to be a mighty battle to get that 6th place in League One. Absolutely. Games in hand, right? Yeah. Our Rovers going down. Pass. Any idea where Luke Thomas has been? Well, one place he hasn't been is in the manager's plans. So, no. Yesterday said John Mark was definitely be ready for today's game. We're talking Pompey here. So he hadn't even trained. Now he's in the starting lineup. Is that some Cowley kidology? Great to see Kane. Yes, it is. We'll talk about the Ipswich team in a minute. It is great to see Kane, Vincent Young back indeed. Is this too early for a start? We'll find out, won't we? Hopefully he's been nursed back. But my bias at the door. Hey, what's been said that was bias? Quote me. Where has the Sears start come from? You would suspect, given the what we've heard about the training and Paul Cook's standards, that someone like Freddie Sears, in terms of longevity and tenure, may be able to carry off those standards better than certain other players. There we go. Bits, welcome along. So 11 cup finals for Ipswich. We've heard that before. I'm being good today. No chocolate for me. Woof. I'm going for my normal weight ballooning after I've managed to lose some in lockdown. Right, let's have a look at the teams then in the game that I will be watching, which is Wigan versus Ipswich. You're all going to keep me up to date as I click on the wrong button. There we go. By round, sorry. And we'll actually get to talk over this. So, have I got that up on the screen? There you go. You see me fumbling around. So, for Wigan in goal, Jones. The back four, Derikwa, who I remember terrorising Ipswich for Forest a couple of years ago. And Tilt, who was heavily linked with Ipswich once in that summer where Paul Hurst went and bought lots of League 1 and 2 players. Johnston and Robinson is the rest of the back four. Evans and Ojo, central midfield. Solomon Otterbor and Asgard. And then Keane, obviously at Ipswich last season and scored not last season, the season before. No, he was still at Ipswich last season, wasn't he? Yeah. But of course, scored in this fixture for Ipswich 2 seasons ago. Callum Lang up top for Wigan, on the bench for them. Evans, Long, Whelan, Perry, Gardner, Dodu, and Zach Clough. You can still find him. For Ipswich in goal, Holly, and obviously the headline team news there. Kane Vincent Young makes his first start in forever, basically. He is back from injury. Enciala and Chambers. So Chambers facilitating Vincent Young's return. Obviously, Wilson is not around at centre half for Ipswich, so Chambers moves across, and Kane Vincent Young, hopefully he's ready and we don't get any kind of relapse. That would be heartbreaking. Stephen Ward in at left back as well. No Kenlock today. Dazelle and Bishop. Downs injured in central midfield for Ipswich. So Dazelle and Bishop, which had looked all right actually in those very, very last Lambert games, which we think might have been Gill pulling the strings there perhaps. Edwards set up a goal last week, didn't he, for Norwood? Judge and Sears with Norwood. Good news up top. Let's see how many minutes Norwood can get in today. On the bench for Ipswich, Cornell, Wolfenden, Harrop, Dobra, Skews, Jackson and Hawkins. And crikey, when you compare the benches, very, very much a sense of underachievement in Ipswich terms. Far better resource than their opponents there. Wigan, but hey, I'm sure they will put up a good old fight, as teams tend to do. And let's just bring up the league table, because there are possible scenarios where Ipswich can close in. They're only 3 points off 5th position. But look, lots of traffic in the way. We'll keep up to date with the live league table, but that could literally, throw your leaves up in the air and see where they land, frankly. So that could honestly end up any which way of about a million scenarios after today. And obviously the best case of those scenarios, Ipswich could jump up a couple, 3, even more places with a victory today. Right. We'll get prepped for this. We are only a couple of minutes from kickoff. I'm on an iFollow feed, so we will see how far behind we indeed end up, but no sign of any players yet at 2:57, but it's all done fairly expediently today. Let's have a look at some comments here. Hello, Ellis. I'm very well, thank you, sir. ITFC Tweedy, nearly Weedy there. Our wingers have been awful since October. Might as well play him. Well, yeah, I mean, it's hard in terms of judging Ipswich's players individually across this season when just the collective and the coaching has been so awful, and even getting the ball into those positions just was non-existent when you looked at the heat maps. So yeah, a lot of improvement needed across a lot of positions. Here come Ipswich in their sort of Barcelona away strip, third choice strip, whatever you want to call it. They're not having to wear the yellow socks like they had to at Pompey last time. Henry, it's a bit awkward. I have MK Don's friends and Wimbledon friends, so I meant for both teams. There you go. Will Keane come back to haunt us indubitably, but hopefully, and it's been scoring goals that's been the issue for Ipswich, and scoring first is absolutely key. We can play first goal, can't we? Anyone has any ideas where the first goal will be? Tranmere, says Iain. Focusing on the League One games, and they're ticking across the bottom. Their afternoon, Adam. Hopefully we get some Championship fans in today. Nice and relaxed. Liam, I'm very well, thank you, sir. To be honest, kind of enjoying a reasonably quiet week. The calm before the storm, because that's the list of videos coming up over the next month, and particularly mental weekend coming up with the Good Friday games, and then the quick turnaround for the Monday games, and stuff going on in between. So we will try and keep up. 14-hour shift, Jay. Take a bow, son, if I'm still allowed to quote Andy Gray. First goal guesses: Sunderland, Shrewsbury, Bristol Rovers, Tranmere, Charlie White. There we go. Weapon of choice today is the Pepsi, as we are seeing Ipswich players just going through their final little warm-up drills over on the touchline. Here come the team of officials. I'm going to talk properly. Referee today, it's not telling me on SofaScore. I'm sure someone will post in the comments who is doing this game. Cobra already, Adam. As I always say, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, isn't it? Right, let me know if your game has kicked off. Love the League One Super Stream. There we go. I've built my reputation on Championship bits, so we will be back. Don't you worry. business end of the season coming, Joseph. You love it. You love it, don't you? Brilliant. Brilliant few weeks coming up. It'll go quickly, so enjoy it. Let's just bang through these teams one more time. Players in the centre circle. Jones in goal for Wigan. Derrickwar, Tilt, Johnston and Robinson across the back. Ojo, Evans, Aisgard, Keane, Solomon Otterbor and Lang up top for Ipswich. Holly, Vincent Young, Insiala, Chambers, Ward, Bishop, Dazelle, Edwards, Judge, Sears and Norwood up top. And it looks like we are ready to go. Wigan have kicked off and Derrickwar has it down the right for them. Plays it into central midfield. It's back with Tilt. Ipswich pressing early on in this one. Wide it goes to Derrickwar and pinged forward early. Ipswich get the first touch on the ball. One back fairly expediently by Wigan, and here they come down the left-hand side. Robinson early cross and Ciala is there, and Kane Vincent Young clears the ball well into Solomon Otterbor, and out it goes for a throw-in for Ipswich. Who has it gone? I think it's gone for a goal kick, so they can reset and get the ball away from the goal. Thomas Holly sticks it down. Forgive me, it'll take a few minutes. Queen of the South have scored. We have a goal somewhere in Britain. Connor Shields has scored for Queen of the South. Tells Gillette Super Soccer Saturday tells me. Nodded forward looking for Wilson. Here's Johnston for Wigan into central midfield, and Evans out to Derrickwar, the right back. Wigan have probably started just the better, had certainly a bit more of the possession, but as soon as I say that, they give the ball away. Dazelle has it for Ipswich. Out it goes to Edwards and Vincent Young. Ipswich bit of keep ball there. It's back with Toto Enciala, who hoofs it down the ground, looking for James Norwood. Nodded out by Johnston at the back, and attacking throw-in for Ipswich. We have a goal. Peterborough 1, Stanley 0 after 3 minutes. Peterborough have the lead early on in this one. We'll hopefully get a goal scorer, and we'll be able to get a look at that imminently. Peterborough lead 1-0 against Accrington. In fact, I'm just going to divert my gaze and we'll check out the Peterborough goal on that absolute pudding of a pitch. Oh, God, the cross comes in from the right, literally trickles along, and about 3 different players all miss it. Sorry, I just missed an effort in the Ipswich game. Norwood shooting straight at the keeper. Johnson Clark Harris is the scorer for Peterborough. And Wigan reset and kick off again. 0-0 in this one. Peterborough's lead means, if we look at the live league table for the first time today, Peterborough's lead means that they are currently in a 4-point lead over Sunderland as things stand. You can see it there. A good start to the day for Peterborough. Free kick to Ipswich. This is the Saturday Super Stream. Vincent Young trying to get forward there. I think it was Edwards that played him the ball. Just too much on it. Dazelle. Nice turn by Norwood. We're just seeing the chance. I think Norwood's shot might have deflected off Sears on the way through. Let's keep that up there and we can get the scorers as they go. Right, 4 minutes gone is my time sync on this one. Jones clears that one long. There is Will Keane. First time I've mentioned him today former Ipswich player. It's all the way back with Jones, who goes long again, looking for Keane. And Ciala on the cover, bouncy ball. He has to just launch that one clear in the end. Edwards very direct into the channel, but Norwood's good at chasing these. That's good defending, though, by Johnston, the centre-back, and he gets it home, and Wigan clear. Just the one goal so far on the Super Stream. It's Peterborough 1, Stanley 0. Fairly even in this game. I suppose Wigan have had more in terms of actual fluid possession. Perhaps Ipswich with their one effort at goal even things out, but not a great deal occurring in this first few minutes. Long one forward for Wigan. Keane chasing again. And Ciala deals with it. Vincent Young back on the cover. And Ipswich not afraid to go very direct in the first few minutes of this one. Derikwa at right back for Wigan. Nice play by him. Switch of play out to Robinson, the left back. And it's all the way home to Jones via Johnston, who goes long. And Ciala heads away into Keane up the front. Just playing slightly withdrawn, Will Keane, with Lang ahead of him. And Ipswich go direct and give the ball away. Again, not really sticking in terms of the passing there. Just seeing a chance on Soccer Saturday for Gillingham. Ball pinballing around the box. Oh, they've hit the post. Gillingham in their game. Gillingham close to taking the lead away at league leaders Hull. That would have really been the perfect start for Peterborough today if Hull had gone behind. Gills hit the post. Good start indeed. Pompey tweeting about how Wilbraham is the only manager they've seen wearing AirPods on the touchline. I'm sure he's in touch with somebody. Decent chance to Shrewsbury. White Hart Dane is watching. Eves has gone close in that one. Long one forward again. Ipswich hitting the front early. Judge trying to follow it in. Good play by Derikwa, the right back. Grimsby 1, Walsall 0 in League 2. Here come Wigan. Nice little step inside. Colchester 0, Bradford 1. Solomon Otterbor down the near side. Nicely taken there by Johnston, stepped out from defence, but it's deflected through. Couldn't do anything with it. Orient 1, Oldham 0. And Ipswich really trying to... they're moving the ball forward very, very directly in this opening 10 minutes, really trying to just catch Wigan cold. Not much of an attempt to play through midfield thus far. It's almost like Norwood's on the pitch. Try and use him to get in behind. Hull 1, Gillingham 0. The league leaders have the advantage. We were just saying Gillingham had just hit the post, but Hull have now taken the lead. Hull 1, Gillingham 0. Tom Eves is the goal scorer, as I try and type that in on the wrong keyboard, as I will do many times today. There is the live league table. So Hull moving on to 72 points. Not quite the pace set in the Championship. They're a fair way off the 2 points per game. And it's Peterborough 2, Accrington 0. Quite the start for the top two today. Hull and Peterborough, not only both in the lead, but Peterborough are now 2 up. Clark Harris has got his second. We'll hopefully get a good look at those goals in a sec. As yet again, I try and type it in on the wrong keyboard. Ipswich getting a little bit of possession. Edwards down the right. I think we're just about to see the Tom Eves goal, which I will react to. It's a throw-in down the right, lobbed over into the box. Eves on the back post, the former Gillingham player. It's just too strong for the centre-half on the back post, and he nods that one home just across the keeper there, Tom Eves, with the goal for Hull. I think we're going to see the second for Peterborough as well. Clark Harris, the goal scorer there. He's got 2. He could be getting a very early hat-trick in this one. He's got 2 within 9 minutes. Ball's dead in the Ipswich game. It's out for throw-in to Wigan. Hopefully we'll get a look at this now. I think we are going to. Jamie Mackey, isn't it? And clipped to the far post. Nice chest control, driven in. And, well, I thought Clark Harris was going to score from the deflection, but the Stanley keeper makes the second save and he scores from the follow-up of the follow-up, if you know what I mean. But he's there and he does the job. Clark Harris. Blackpool 0, Plymouth 1 in League One. And Blackpool have been on fire, haven't they? However, they are behind early today. Blackpool 0, Plymouth 1. And if I search quickly, I can get you a goal scorer for that one. Hopefully, give me a minute. And I'll tell you. But Blackpool have taken, Plymouth have taken the lead. Hopefully I put that goal the right way around. There we are. They're just going to the goal on Soccer Saturday. Ryan Hardy is the goal scorer. Crawley 0, Port Vale 1. Here comes the Plymouth goal. Ball into the channel. Touch. Lob to the far post, then hits the far post, and then Hardy follows it up and sticks it in the back of the net. Let's just have a look at the live league table because there's a lot gone on already. So Hull lead, Tom Eves. They're on to 72 as things stand. Peterborough lead 2-0. Clark Harris with both. And then as it pertains to Blackpool, well, that goal and the fact that Pompey essentially have a point just for kicking off and they're not behind means that Pompey are in 6th as things stand and Blackpool drop a place to 7th. Not a good start for Blackpool today. It'll be the end of their good run if they were indeed to come a cropper. Right. Played down the line there looking for Solomon Otterbor and just intercepted, but he was in behind. I think it was Vincent Young who threw himself in there. Cleared forward. Nsiala's got time. Controls it after a fashion and then plays the long ball forward. Now, Solomon Otterbor away down the left-hand side. Decent looking cross in there. Chambers on the cover. Headed to the back post. And a striker goal there from central midfield. I think it was Evans. And cleared away. Here come Ipswich on the counter. Good looking break this for Ipswich now. Sears down the left. Sears versus Tilt. Sears inside. Norwood tried to knock it off to Gwion Edwards. Couldn't quite get it into his stride. And it's got a bit end-to-end here. Solomon Otterbor plays it in field. And these Wigan numbers are an absolute nightmare. You literally can't read them. It's Robinson, the fullback, steps inside and cleared by Ipswich. I think he'd slid in as well. Actually, he's going to get a yellow card for that. Lots of protesting here. So it's a yellow card for Asgard, which sounds like something out of Lord of the Rings. Or is there a place called Asgard in Lord of the Rings? Pass. We're just going to see a replay of that. Yeah, just overran it and then slid through. Yellow card for the Wigan forward there, one of the attacking midfielders, however you want to frame it. Grimsby 1-0 up, 1-0 Port Vale. Asgard is a Marvel Norse mythology. There we go. No Jeff got today. Johnson Clark Harris, a goal machine since he led. There you go. It's from Thor. Thank you, guys. I knew someone would answer. It had that air of Norse mythology, as Adam put it. Just seeing Bradford's goal. Norwood tries to play it into the channel for Sears. And Wigan get it clear. Derikwa. Chambers goes home to Holly. And Ciala, Ipswich playing short out from the back for the first time in a while. Chambers steps up to halfway, plays it to Dazelle. A nice little change of direction by Dazelle. He plays it to Judge. A nice little back heel up the line there. Edwards lets it go. And Asgard plays it to Solomon Otterbor, who's got a load of space here. Oh, he's done well into the box. Really good cover there from Ted Bishop for Ipswich. Solomon Otterbor had just got away from his man in behind, heading into the box, and just Bishop covering from central midfield does really well just to knock that one out of play. So Blackpool 0, Plymouth 1, Hull 1, Gillingham 0, and Peterborough 2, Stanley 0. Our goals so far. In comes the long throw-in from Wigan, headed clear. Judge brings it down and plays it early up the pitch for Nord, which has been the pattern for a lot of this. Derikwa manages to get that one home. And Jones clears for Wigan. Lang, I think there's a foul, but the referee plays advantage. Here comes Edwards down the right for Ipswich. Crosses in. Cleared. And Ciala's got a load of space on halfway. Plays it in to Bishop. Back to Ciala. Around the corner to Kane Vincent Young, who was quite narrow there. He has it taken off him. Ciala flicks it over Wilkeen's head and plays it into Luke Chambers. Who'd have thunk it, hey? Dazelle, lovely ball fired in to Judge there. He does well to control it. Here is Bishop. Ciala, Chambers. Ipswich keeping the ball here. Ciala at the back again. Asgard turned over and Edwards hits the channel early. It's clever from Norwood. Backs in and draws the foul from Johnston. He knew what he was doing there, didn't he? Judge is going to take the free kick. He goes early, clever one actually, into Sears. Sears tries to drive it in. Robinson makes the block. And it's going to be a throw-in. Been away 2 minutes and you're talking Nordic mythology. Absolutely. Before the Euros, I'd love to do a video about the England squad actually. Could be quite the fun guessing game, couldn't it? Possession, 53 Wigan, 47 Ipswich so far. Ipswich have been quite quick to get the ball forward, so that makes some sense to me. They've had less of the possession. Holly plays it out to Ciala. in a wide centre-back position here. He goes forward, hits the front nice and early. Here's Ward. Good ball inside. Dazelle. Not such a good ball there, not on the same wavelength. Morecambe 1, Cheltenham 0. We're going to see that goal on Soccer Saturday here. A little flick on in behind Liam McAlinden. A nice composed finish with the left foot from him. QPR forever. Welcome along, sir. Chambers knocks it back into Holly at the back. Holly to Enciala. Will they go into central midfield or will they hit the channel again? They've hit the channel again. A lovely little knockoff by James Norwood there. Edwards into Vincent Young. Did he get caught or did he fall over? He fell over, thought the referee. Edwards into the front. And Vincent Young. Strong play from him. Getting involved, nice and high up, the Ipswich fullbacks, as we've seen a lot of Paul Cook's teams do. Long one forward again. Sears knocked it off to Judge. Strong from tilt there. Does well, actually. Brings it out and plays it to Solomon Otterbor. Back into central midfield. And Evans. Evans gets it back, plays it down the line. Harrogate 1, Southend 0. Back it goes to Jones. Norwood chases him down and Jones goes long. It's gone all the way through to Lang. Enciala dithered a little bit there. Lang closed him down, but Enciala strong enough to get it home to Holly. Here's Sears to Ward. Give and go. Ward knocks it into the channel. Good ball, that. Sears chases after it and Tilt on the cover. Does well. Good play by Ward, the left back for Ipswich there. Give and go. Sorry, the Harrogate goal, I think, was a false alarm. Disallowed. Harrogate 0, Southend 0. Peterborough 3, Accrington Stanley 0. And joy of all joys, my iFollow coverage has frozen. I'm sure something important's happening right now. Let's update the ticker and see if iFollow decides to find its way back to us. The joys of the appallingly bad iFollow service that we often do or don't receive. So 3-0 Peterborough. I'll get that updated. The Ipswich Twitter tells me that Freddie Sears wins the first corner of the game down the left. And Alan Judge's in-swinging deliveries headed wide by Guion Edwards. We'll have to take their word for it and hope that the coverage comes back nice and quickly. We're going to see the Peterborough goal. Smodic has scored for Peterborough, who are absolutely flying. We'll go live league table in a sec, actually. And it's Shrewsbury 0, Pompey 1 as well. Smodic in down the right, inside, outside, USA drives it in the corner with his right foot. And we did hear that Pompey, under the Cowleys, are looking like they're going to go 2-4-2 as well. They have taken the lead against Shrewsbury. Let's have a look at the live league table. I think iFollow might be back now. I will be writing a strongly worded letter. I don't know what I've missed in the last 2 minutes. Ipswich have another corner. There's the live league table where you can see Hull and Peterborough going great guns. Pompey up to 5th. It's working out quite well for Pompey today. Another corner for Ipswich. Judge swings it in, easy one for Jones. Harness, who scored last week, actually, against Ipswich, didn't he? Scored for Pompey at Shrewsbury. Lovely finish that. Knocked into him, goes across the keeper with the right foot. Lovely goal for Harness and Pompey. Right, apologies. iFollow is back now, so we'll pick up the action in the Ipswich game. Launched forward there by Ipswich, cleared long, headed on by Vincent Young. Gwion Edwards hooks it into the channel. There's nobody there. Johnston has it. He goes long, looking for Will Keane. Nothing doing there. Deriqua trying the diagonal for Solomon Otterbor. Headed out. He's got it back. And the same switch of play, completely overhit there. Robinson makes a pretty good go of heading that on, but he was already a yard behind the touchline by the time he even headed it, I have to say. Thanks for the commentary, BB. Didn't know you were doing this. You're very welcome, U308. Cowley's a cracking appointment for Pompey. Well, new manager bounce, new manager smounce. You know my thoughts about that, but it's going to be 2 wins for 2. Edwards tries to get in behind, but Wigan have got it clear. Here's Ashgard. Good play, actually. Switches it out to Deriqua, who's got forward well sort of for the first time in the game. He's defended quite well, Deriqua, but gets into the other half. He tries an early cross. Judge is back covering, and it deflects off Judge and goes out for a throw-in. Sears comes away with it now. Sears looking for Norwood, not a good ball. And easily intercepted. Ojo there with the switch of play. Someone's puffing there. You have to forgive me. These Wigan shirts are horrendous to try and read the number on the back. Really, really badly designed. Dezelle has fouled Solomon Otterbor there. Not the best technique in terms of it wasn't a horrendous tackle, but good news, everyone. I think we can open the fake news sin bin here, and in goes Edward. In he goes. We'll see him in 5 minutes, and everybody can celebrate the opening today for the fake news sin bin. Free kick to Wigan, curled in by Evans. Ashgard on the edge of the box, trying to work something there. Bishop nicks it off him. Here come Ipswich on the counter. They're looking for Norwood in behind, Sears, in behind, as they have done for much of this first half. Aerial there between Keane and Chambers. Chambers wins it. Ashgard scoops it up in midfield. He looks a tidy player. Plays it out to Solomon Otterbor. Good feet by him. Does really well. Inside, outside. Evans. Great ball by Evans. Big switch of play out to Deriqua. Deriqua goes inside. Oh, nicely fed through. Big chance for Wigan. Really good challenge by Vincent Young. Excellent move by Wigan there. A lot of ranting and raving between Ward and Chambers, but really good chance for Wigan. Poked through to Will Keane. It was by Lang, actually, the 2 front players working really well. And Ciala makes a really nice block there, but good work by Wigan. Best chance of the game by far then to the Latics. Lang came short and just poked it through for Keane. Keane takes the shot on fairly early, well positioned, really good block by Toto Enciala. Best chance of the game there for Wigan. Here's Solomon Otterbor from the corner, beats Edwards really easily. Sorry, Judge really easily there, and tries to cross it again. I think it deflects back off him and out for a corner. So best chance of the game in this one, about 27, falls to Will Keane. Enciala makes the block there. It doesn't count as a shot on target. There you go. Shots on target, Wigan 0, Ipswich 1. But that was certainly the best chance of the game with Enciala making the block there. Long one forward from Holly. Bishop sweeps it up. Oh, good play by Bishop. Excellent play by Ted Bishop there. He drove to the right-hand side and put such an inviting cross in. Really good play by Bishop and good cover there. Wigan have got it clear over their own bar. That was excellent from Bishop. Lovely looking cross that. He made, it was Darikwa have to defend that one. It's a corner for Ipswich, which Andre Dazelle will take with the left foot from the right-hand side. Going to swing this one in. Let me know if I've missed any goals as they come in. I think Pompey was the last one. Corner headed away at the near post. And Will Keane larrups that down the ground, full on the volley. And Thomas Hulley comes out from goal. Are you taking notes for the Blue Monday pod? Maybe bits, maybe. 2 jobs. Two birds, 1 stone. There we go. Oh, Judge, sort of in the 10 position. Thinks about having a shot, actually. Plays it to Dazelle. Lovely ball by Dazelle out to Ward. Ward crosses in. Good football, that. Good defensive header by Johnston. Ward again. Ward clips it in. Again, headed clear by Johnston. Good defending and excellent hold-up play there by Will Keane. Keane knocked it off to Ojo, who drives forward now for Wigan. Out it goes to Solomon Ottobar. He plays it back to the left-back Robinson. Robinson to Solomon Ottobar. Can he get the cross in? They've doubled up here. Edwards and Vincent Young. Good defending. It's worked into Ashgard. Evans to Darikwa, the right back. Patient from Wigan. Darikwa keeps hold of it. Lang's come short. Lang, good feet, beats Dazelle really easily. Lang hits the shot and over the top it goes. Good play by Wigan, that. Built the move up nicely. It was a nice little snappy bit of passing by Ipswich the other end. And then Wigan actually moved the ball around quite nicely. Ipswich back in shape and defending fairly well. Alex, you're not going in the fake news sin bin. Do the stripes on the Wigan kit carry all the way around? Yeah, it's problematic. I'm literally writing on my notes here, red boots, hairband, dreadlocks, anything I can identify a player by here, because the numbers ain't helping, believe you me. What's my Pepsi Max daily count, Ricky? Oh, God. Yeah, 3 or 4 for sure. I literally have a box of them right down there. Not good. Afternoon, Nick. A man of random knowledge. Where did the saying 2 birds... I don't know. Why don't you tell me? I've got no idea. Be interested to know, actually. Has Norwood drawn a foul? Yes, he has. Sorry, it's not Norwood at all. Judge has drawn a foul and a dangerous free kick for Ipswich now. Down the left-hand side. And Judge himself is going to take the free kick. He's going to curl this in with the right foot. From what I've seen so far, do you think Wigan avoiding the drop? Hope so. I mean, I'd say hope so, but just so because I feel bad about the administration and things last season, and you don't want to see them double relegation. But no, look like they got a few decent enough players, but they're down there, aren't they? Right, Judge is going to take the free kick from the left. No goals in League One for a while now, not since that Pompey goal. Judge whips that in. Good delivery by Judge. Good defensive header on the near post. Chambers was sort of backing in on his man. Strong defending there from Wigan. Dazelle does really well there. test of strength with he and Solomon Otterbor. And Dazelle does well, gets his body in the way, strong enough to draw the foul. And Ipswich are going to get back in shape. There we go. Thank you, U308. All the stats for me. Lovely stuff. Pompey close to 2-0. Oh, is this the two birds, one stone thing? Daedalus and, there you go, Daedalus and Icarus. Wonderful. In my musical days, did I ever perform with any famous musicians? Yes, I did. We'll get to that at half-time. Pompey have now gone 2-0 up. Shrewsbury 0, Pompey 2. Woof. They're having a good day so far, Pompey. And given Blackpool are behind, Pompey are going to be in 6th position. 5th position, even. We'll have a look at the live league table in a sec. Like the 5th time I've clicked on the wrong keyboard. Ipswich in behind in the box there. Edwards tries to cut it back. Didn't execute. Here they come again, though. Bishop. He's got Vincent Young ahead of him. He's marked. That's a dreadful ball by Bishop. He's expecting way too much of Vincent Young, who kind of looks back at him as if to say, what was that? Here comes the second goal. And John Marquis, who we were told wouldn't be playing today, not only is he playing, but he scored from all of about 6 inches there. And I think hashtag I could have scored that one. Literally stood on the goal line and sticks it in the net. Goal kick in the Wigan Ipswich game. So let's go to the live league table, which tells us that Hull are leading on. They're going to move to 72 points. Peterborough, barring a miracle, Peterborough are winning today. They're 3-0 up and moving 4 points clear of Sunderland. As things stand, of course, the Sunderland goal would change that. Sears comes down the left for Ipswich, good defending by Tilt. And Pompey are the biggest beneficiaries so far of the carnage in the playoff chase. They're going to move up to 5th place as things stand. They are 2-0 up. Obviously, a goal for Doncaster, 2 goals for Blackpool. There's various games that could change that, but looking good for Portsmouth today. Here's Sears. Knocks it back to Ward. Curled in. Norwood wins the header. Vincent Young is high up the pitch, but Solomon Otterbor gets there first. And Wigan will half clear it, only as far as Bishop. And now Robinson gets it clear down the left-hand side. And Ciala hikes it forward. And it's all scooped up by Evans in central midfield. He goes into Ojo and Tilt. Out to Robinson. Good football by Wigan. Robinson tries to play it up the line and hits Edwards, and it's out for a throw-in. 37 gone in this one. Wigan 0, Ipswich 0. Fairly even. Wigan, best chance of the game for Will Keane. Enciala made a really decent block there. Ipswich, a couple of set plays, but no real chances of note for them. And there's the goal we were just talking about. Bristol Rovers 0, Sunderland 1. All change up the top there. Well, certainly in terms of the gap. Ashby tries to curl the shot there into the corner. He peels for handball. Nothing given. So Bristol Rovers 0, Sunderland 1. Bad news as well for Bristol Rovers, who are right down the bottom. We'll see the goal in a second. Let's just see the effect of the goal. So the top 3 are now all winning. And if I scroll up a little bit, you'll see at the bottom, Bristol Rovers with that goal, that drops them below Wigan, who we're watching in this game, by virtue of the fact that Wigan currently have a point. Aidan O'Brien, the former Millwall winger, has scored a header from a corner. Simple goal. And Bristol Rovers 0, Sunderland 1. I repeat, the top 3 are all winning. So looks like a three-way, especially with Lincoln's drop-off in form, a three-way battle up there at the top. Colchester 1, Bradford 1 in League 2. Montenegro 4, Gibraltar 1. Jovetic, who used to play for Manchester City, I remembered today, scored the other day, didn't he, for someone? Might have even been Montenegro. I can't remember. Don't know who he plays for now. Here come Wigan down the left with Robinson. Robinson searching cross easy for Holly, who grabs it and rolls it out to Judge. Judge into Dazelle. Dazelle, good ball forward to Sears. Sears is 1v1 with Tilt. Tries to take him on. No good. And he comes back down the line. Chambers does well there at centre half and plays it across to Enciala. Here's Bishop. Back to Enciala. Plays it across to Chambers. Chambers into Judge. Up the line from Ward. Stayed in play, wasn't the best ball, and Drickwar can just get around Sears and plays it back home to Jones. 40 minutes 30 on the clock. Frank Newblay, former Ipswich player, former West Ham player, scoring for Colchester. You can still find him. Hopefully we've got all the goals updated on the bottom. Blackpool 0, Plymouth 1, Bristol Rovers 0, Sunderland 1, Hull 1, Gillingham 0, Peterborough 3, Accrington 0, Shrewsbury 0, Portsmouth 1 are our goals thus far. Jones has it. The Wigan keeper. Jovetic, Monaco. There we go. That must have been Liam telling me all about that. Montenegro's all-time top goal scorer. Lovely. Not Wyke. No, not today. Leeds 2021. Had a big bet on Bristol Rovers v Mackems. Just as a saver, you understand. Nice. Just saw Newblay's goal. Well, I saw him running off and celebrating, to be fair. I didn't see the goal. Ian's watching Gills Hull. Good game. Hull generally on top. Gills are a threat with set plays. Here comes Ashgard down the left for Wigan. Up the line it goes to Solomon Otterbor. Ashgard tries to cross him from the left, loops up in the air off a deflection. Enciala and Chambers kind of get it away. Solomon Otterbor back in there, and a good play by Judge, just sort of was able to take a watching brief and then just managed to boot it away. With the defenders all sort of on the back foot with the ball flying around in front of them. James, Tranmere haven't got their shooting boots on. Should be 2 or 3-0 up. Still 0-0. James watching Tranmere for us. Nice one. 2-0 Wrexham, says Leeds 2021. Hector Bellerin, what are my thoughts on Steve Bruce? Ask a more specific question. I'm happy to talk about Steve Bruce, but be more specific. In terms of your question, I'll happily talk about Steve Bruce and Newcastle. Do a bit of Q&A at halftime, actually. Oh, Christ, what a goal in the Leyton Orient game. Daniel Kemp driving in a lovely goal, left-footed there. Free kick hoisted forward by Wigan. Looking for Lang on the back post. It's gone loose. That's good play by Tilt. Dazelle gets in the way. Thought he was fouled. He wasn't. Engineered back out to the right. Chipped in by Lang. Will Hughes trying to Dennis Bergkamp-esque turn your body one way, flick the ball the other. And it's cleared in the end. Crawley 1, Port Vale 1. What are my thoughts on Steve Bruce's literary adventures? I think they're glorious. And if anyone wants to buy me one of his books, I'll happily oblige. The Newcastle situation, well, still a very general question, Hector Bellerin, but I'm very much a fan of Steve Bruce from his championship work. Obviously, Newcastle's a little bit different, isn't it? Where you don't get much money in Premier League terms and you're expected just to keep them up. And he's doing what he can. And it's not working out terribly well, but they may still stay up. You wonder who in the same situation would do better. I just think it's the type of football that the Geordie fans don't particularly care for, but hey, they know the deal under Mike Ashley. Hopefully that has answered. True Geordie says Steve Bruce is a lost man, no idea what he's doing, apparently. Well, I think he's got every idea what he's doing. Whether True Geordie likes it or not is a different matter. But I think he knows exactly what he's doing, and it's playing some incredibly pragmatic football to try and keep Newcastle up. Last job in the Championship with Sheffield Wednesday. Well, you asked Wednesday fans. Steve Bruce did a very decent job, actually, didn't he, before going off to Newcastle. We're coming up half-time. The ball's dead here. It's going to be a throw-in for Robinson, the left back for Wigan. Thank you, Leeds 2021. Crawley equaliser. Looks like Walsall have scored against Grimsby as well. And Cambridge lead against Carlisle. Attacking throw-in for Ipswich. 1 minute of stoppage time. They're barely going to have any time to take this. Oh, they've worked it well, actually. Vincent Young into the box. Vincent Young cuts it back. And Sears has his shot blocked out. Decent opening. Norwood is screaming and shouting for the ball to, and she's probably right, actually, Norwood. Vincent Young didn't go for the near post. He went for the cut back. Norwood wanted it fired across the box. Mullin, the goal scorer for Cambridge. Corner for Ipswich. Literally, this will be the last phase of the half. Ooh, flicked on at the near post, cleared by Wigan, and surely we're going to get the half-time whistle now. As the Wigan counter goes. Actually, we're not. And good opening this for Wigan. Ooh, final ball there. Goodness me. And now ref does blow for half-time. Goodness me. Ipswich nearly getting caught very embarrassingly there from their own set play. If the final ball was decent, they were in there, Wigan. Big style. 0-0 at half-time. And 0-0 is probably reasonably fair. Best chance of the game for Wigan. Will Keane got in behind off Lang's little poke through. Nsiala made the block. Otherwise, not much in the way of chances. Tranmere 1, Mansfield 0. Someone was watching that for us. They'll be pleased. Yeah, let's have a look at the numbers and see what the reflection is there on the Ipswich game. A bit low on goal malfaction. You can see there, no shots on target for Wigan, 1 shot on target for Ipswich. The 4 corners to Ipswich, but no big chances for either team, really. The biggest chance of the game fell to Will Keane, and his driven shot was probably headed for the corner, but Nsiala makes a good block before Thomas Holly needed to get involved. The Ipswich goalkeeper, Kane Woolery, is the goal scorer for Tranmere. They're 1-0 up against Mansfield. So we'll have a look at this goal. Let's see if it's any kind of beauty. Touch, left foot, hit right foot. Nice finish. All in a day's work for a finish of that. So there is the live league table. Top 3 are all winning. Hull are leading against Gillingham. They're going to go on to 72 from 38. Not quite at the 2 points per game, the sort of 90 points plus standard. Peterborough are 3-0 up against Accrington. Going to be a pretty easy second half if they can play competently, you would think, for Peterborough. 3-0 up. Sunderland lead at Bristol Rovers. They're on a lovely old streak as well. Look at that. Same as Hull above them. 4 straight wins and a draw. So 13 points from the last 5 for both those two. Lincoln are slipping, aren't they? 2 points in 5 for the Imps. Pompey are going to go 6 points from 6. Could be a second straight win under the Cowleys today. They are 2-0 up at Shrewsbury. Doncaster They are level. They're playing MK Dons in 6th. Blackpool are behind. Remember, Blackpool, if they equalise, well, or indeed take the lead, take a 2-goal swing, but could be back up there in 5th on 59 if they can do it. Oxford won yesterday, didn't they? Charlton don't play today. Ipswich, well, they're level, but if they can get in front, as it stands, they would go up to 7th position if they can get in front in this game against Wigan. Gillingham are behind. Accrington are behind. MK are level. Plymouth are leading. You can see down in 15th there, looking for back-to-back wins and against informed Blackpool as well. Shrewsbury are 2 down to Pompey, so I think could be a struggle for them to get anything today. Northampton and AFC Wimbledon are level. Wigan are level with Ipswich. Bristol Rovers losing. So anyone can get in front in that race down there. Nobody is winning, as often happens down the bottom of the table. Right. We can go to some Q&A, if you like. Any topics we'll talk about and get the chat going on this unique-ish Saturday Super Stream. Thank you as ever to David, who sponsors our Super Streams, found the channel, happy to support great content. David is a Watford fan who's got his feet up today with his team sat in one of those positions where if the clock stopped, they're in the Premier League. So good luck to him and thank you for sponsoring. Get your questions in as we go. We'll do a bit of Q&A over half-time. Couple of quick plugs. Patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thursday Q&A, quick predictions, classics reviews over there. Exclusive content for you on Patreon. Can support via Super Chat at any point in the broadcast. We have no King of the Bin, even though the King of the Bin has been open today. And if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like button. Helps bring in other people. Comment, have your say, share your knowledge. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell. We are that close to 14,900. I think it's like 14,895 or something. So if you haven't, hit the subscribe button, especially if you're watching on YouTube. Literally, if you're on your phone, press the button right now. Let's go into some questions. I'll pop the halftime scores up. There we go. Liam, legend, £5 super chat. You are the king of the bin, my friend. We'll drink to you. Who's my favourite foreign player, past or present? Wow. Mine is Pavel Nedved. See you in the championship. Nedved was great, wasn't he? So he played for Lazio, didn't he? For Sven, was it? And then Juventus, brilliant player, sort of left winger, inside forward type player. He'd play in a 4-2-3-1. No, it'd be great, wouldn't he? Nedved. Favourite foreign player? I mean, Ronaldo Mark I was just epic at Barcelona, wasn't he? Possibly Batistuta I used to love as well for Fiorentina. Basically, it's going to be Serie A when Football Italia was on Channel 4. Chris, Morecambe 1, Cheltenham 0, League 2 leaders behind, not much in it. More lively and have defended well, but Cheltenham came into it more in the latter part of the second half. And Chris, just for our watchers, tell us how many football matches you've watched this week during International Week. I'd be curious to know if you've kept up your furious pace. Musicians I played with, as in supported on the same bill, are actually shared, was in the band with at the same time. Supported, God, who did I support back in the day? Florence and the Machine. If you count this, my festival stage, I played one slot before a secret gig by Foo Fighters, which is a hard one to beat. Sparks, I supported. God, who else? Oh God, do you remember Towers of London? I supported them. From the Jam, we met them. They were very nice as well. Plenty of people. If I actually smell, it's because someone wrote, do you smell what the Rock is cooking? If I actually sat and thought about it, I'm sure there's more. Happy days, hey? We need to find a Kane Vincent Young at left back. Absolutely agree with that from Bobber, from an Ipswich point of view. Not that Ward's done badly today, but a physical left back who can get forward. That'd be lovely. Katie, there we go. It's the Katie versus Ben game today, isn't it? Not much going on in the final third, really. No, not at all. Best chance of the game was the one for Will Keane wasn't it? Nicely pinged through by Callum Lang and good block by NCR, which has been quite direct, but not really made any chances. 1 shot on target for Ipswich, 0 shots on target for Wigan. So, yeah, your comment is completely bang on there. As he's watching the F1, what's going on in the F1? Let's have a look here. Someone will tell me, won't they? All Newcastle fans want Steve Bruce out. Well, possibly, yeah, or a vast proportion of them do. But hey, what does Mike Ashley want? Gianfranco Zola. I read the question as more a player playing abroad, Iain, although Zola, I remember Zola at Parma with Zola Espria up front together. Remember that Parma team? And that was before the Parma team that had Veron and Buffon, Thuram, Chiesa. What a team that was. Dennis Bergkamp played his best football in England, didn't he? And so did Thierry Henry as well. This game is Ipswich all over. No real cutting edge, no creativity, no attacking threat. Well, at least there's been an effort to try and work the Wigan centre-backs bits in terms of trying to get them on the turn and, playing forward early rather than the pointless, badly coached, badly executed attempts at playing through the first. Who is my favourite Scottish team? Crikey, no idea. Well, so when I used to go on tour, we used to go to Edinburgh, we used to go to Glasgow, we used to go to Inverness and Dundee. We used to go and play the Dundee Doghouse. In fact, I remember watching a football match at the Dundee Doghouse when Man United beat Barcelona in the Champions League and Paul Scholes scored. Anyone remember what year that was? 2008? Actually, Man United might have won the Champions League that season. There we go. Ronaldinho was great, wasn't he? Used to literally try a trick every time he got the ball. Brilliant stuff. Raul and Goose. Oh, Raul was a joke, wasn't he? Can you North v South Championship teams and then predict the score if they played each other? That'd be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? I think given where would you draw South? Where are we putting Swansea as well? But yeah, probably South would win this season, I think, if we got Watford, Norwich and Swansea and Brentford all in the South category. Depends where you put Swansea, hey? Luis Figo, yeah, he could play, couldn't he? And he did the Michael Laudrup, didn't he? And played for both Barcelona and Real Madrid. Us being on Ben's 3 p.m. show, you'll get back. Don't worry, you'll get back. What else are we saying? Did they get into a fight, Ben? Who's that? Towers of London, I bet we're talking about. Towers of London. No, very nice, actually. He was a good front man as well. What was his name? The guy who embarrassed himself on Nevermind the Buzzcocks, trying to have an argument with Bill Bailey. That was a bad idea, wasn't it? Donny Tourette. No, they were good. They were a very good band, actually. And I think that was the issue with Towers of London. People kind of saw through the punk, and then they'd be very slick on stage. You had to live the gimmick with punk, didn't you? Ipswich are really playing a 4-2-1. The right wing, central midfield, and left wing. I don't know if I agree with that. I think Judge has tried to get involved. Yeah, Sears and Edwards have been fairly ineffectual, but it's been quite direct. Almost if they're going to be that direct, Mighty FC Tweedy, they need to just make their move as soon as they know the ball's turned over and just try and get up close to Norwood. But yeah, fair comment. Zidane and peak Ronaldinho. Yeah, tremendous stuff. I think we were talking about players playing abroad, weren't we? But there we go. What else have we got here in the chat? Not football related. Have I heard Richard Ashcroft's very Wigan theme, isn't it? Richard Ashcroft's cover of Bring on the Lucy. I have not, actually, but my sister had, this is going back, my sister had Urban Hymns by The Verve and used to play it to death, so I can do chapter and verse on that album. I watched a podcast with Lee Clark yesterday about the time My Word Birmingham have been a shambles. Yeah, Right. I remember Lee Clark being Birmingham manager. Ronaldo was a joy to watch. I have to confess my interest in Nedved initially purely down to the rhyme in his name, Pavel Nedved. Okay, but I should be let off as I was only 11 when he was at his peak. No, you had a good eye for a player then. No, he was ridiculous. And if you hear Sven talk about him, Sven loved him, didn't he, at Lazio? So have I played the Dublin Castle? I mean, everybody's played the Dublin Castle, haven't they? Yes, indeed. Rite of passage there, isn't it? Did I go to uni? Yes. I have a degree in music, plucky chicken, as you can imagine. Only my 6th match of the last 7 days. Chris, that's thoroughly disappointing. May join you in Albania. Yes, join me in Albania tomorrow. No, it's been quite a nice week, hasn't it, in terms of let's all just take stock before things go absolutely mental again. And remember, we're starting early, aren't we, with the Good Friday game. So used to remember that player up front, Pablo Cunhago. Yeah, he was an excellent player. Cunhago, one of the best players with his back to goal I've seen, actually. A specialist at one thing. Hector Bellerin's very upset about Newcastle's performance against Brighton. I did not see it, so I can't. They lost 3-0, didn't they? So, yeah, you're probably right. What would you consider a successful Euros for England? Liam, I'm quite binary about this because what annoys me is when everyone comes out and they go, oh, quarterfinals, whatever. Yeah, I'll take quarterfinals. It's like, no, it's a competition. So successful Euros for England is winning it, honestly. And, you know, obviously they've been very unsuccessful in most of our lifetimes, haven't they? But look at the players. There's winners in the team. There's, you know, so success has got to be, you know, getting to the final. But then does sportsman class getting to the final and losing is success? I think not. So urban hymns and fourth to top class albums. Absolutely. Do you see Wickham challenging for promotion? That's a tricky one, isn't it? If Ainsworth, Ikpeazu, and Mehmeti all stay and they find a way, because still Jacobson still does a lot there. He's like 35, then yes, but I suspect we might see a number of those three I've just mentioned losing. And we said all the same things about Norwich, didn't we? I said, right, Farker, Webber, Aarons, Pookie, Buendia. If 3 of them stay, they'll get promoted. All 5 of them stayed. So with Wickham, similar, I think. 2 wins in 20 games, Steve Bruce. Yeah, I'm aware Newcastle are bad. Hector Bellerin. I feel you. Lee Clark's famous out of the advertising boards against Burnley, then the charging down the touchline against Bolton. Happy days, eh? Birmingham, well, they've had the relegation cup a few seasons, haven't they? So there you go. Right. We've kicked off in some second halves. Not yet in Wigan versus Ipswich. What do we got here? Even if England win the Euro, Southgate will still be here. Of course he will. Yeah, absolutely. There was a good question about football shirts there. There we go. First football shirt was bought for me. Would you believe, and this is coming from an Ipswich fan, when I was about 6 or 7, I had a Manchester United shirt. I had a sharp Manchester United shirt. And this is before the Premier League. So would have been, I guess, like when Mark Hughes and probably the year they won the FA Cup. When did Manchester United win the FA Cup? 91? I know they won it loads, but yes, I think the first shirt I had was Manchester United shirt, which is incredible before I got my, you know, proper education that there was a football team down the road. But ho-hum. My first shirt was the Ajax shirt. There you go. Be really interested, actually. That's quite good. Let me know in the chat. What's the first football shirt you had? You had the team that you ended up supporting, or was it like a Man United one or a Liverpool one, or you know, etc., etc. Be very, very interested in that when you're just a kid. Oh, Blackpool 1, Plymouth 1. Kai has scored. Oh, it's going to be a horror show. The centre half's fumbled clearing. And Kai follows then up. It's driven in low, but Plymouth left back, excuse me, I can't tell you who it is, has a bit of a nightmare there. And a big goal straight away in the first minute of the second half. Let me pop that one up. So that's good news for Blackpool. Blackpool won, Plymouth won. That may, as I pressed the wrong keyboard for the 15th time, doing me. Oh dear, Kane Vincent-Young has gone off. So I hope he's okay. He's just played 45 minutes today. Hopefully there's no kind of relapse there. But Wolfenden is on, and Wolfenden is actually going to play right back. So they've not kept Chambers has stayed at centre back. Wigan into the box here. All worked across by Lang. Keane was looking for it. Oh, it's going to go loose. Solomon Otterbor. Oh, if he'd got a touch then and gone down, could have been a penalty. Here's Ashgard. Out left it goes. Good pressure by Wigan here. Low cross, and Enciala clears. Oof. So, yeah, a couple of interesting things. Hopefully, Vincent-Young is not hurt. Wolfenden is on, and Paul Cook has decided he doesn't want to mess with his centre-halves. And so keeps Chambers at centre-half, and Wolfenden's gone to play right back. Hopefully Kane Vincent-Young's okay. He's obviously got back from a very long... It might just be that he knew he was going to play 45 minutes and that was all he was going to be capable of doing. But hopefully that's the case and he's not had any kind of a problem there. Big hand ball shout there. Referee says nothing. Here's Ojo for Wigan. Ojo tries to feed it through to Keane. Wigan have started well this half. Dazelle tries to play it in to Norwood. And finally, the pressure subsides. Really good start to the second half by Wigan there. But, again, they didn't get a shot off when they had some pressure, and they still have no attempts on target in this game. Oh, sorry. Lots happened there, and there was lots of comments came in. An England 1990 away to oh, lovely. Real Madrid shirt, beautiful. Any other ones? England 1990 shirt, beautiful. A Greek 2004 one, classic. Kane Vincent-Young off. Well, we hope he's okay. I know nothing. Thoughts on Foden? Oh, interesting. I think Foden's great, but there we go. A reversible gold Man U shirt. That's a great market for these huge clubs, isn't it? Young kids getting their first shirt. Peterborough 4, Stanley 0. Oof. Peterborough are doing their goal difference. No harm at all today. They've just gone 4-0 up, have the Posh. Wigan have also got a corner, so I'll try and split my eyes in half. Headed easily back to Holly. I think I caught the end of that. Smodic, I think, has scored again for Posh. Played in behind and finishes. I think that might count as a shot on target for Wigan. A corner to the back post. Ojo, kind of like, I don't know if it hits his shoulder or his header hits someone, just loops up and it's an easy catch in the end. But, hey, that may go down as a shot on target. In the left-back position, Robinson tries to clear up the line. And Wigan, the better side, very much so since half-time here. That is a classic. Newcastle 95-96 with the... what was the Newcastle Brown Ale? Brilliant stuff. Time sync bits. Am I live on iFollow? 49:20 if you want to line up with me. What was I just going to do? There was something useful I needed to do and I've forgotten what it was. I did update the ticker, didn't I? I'm going to need to update the ticker again. We were going to go to the live league table. That was what I was going to do. I'm going to have to update the live league ticker because Shrewsbury 1, Pompey 2. Shrewsbury have got a goal back early in the second half. Wigan are coming strong again down the left. Solomon, Otterbourne, Paul Cross there. Out it goes. Shrewsbury 1, Pompey 2. We'll have a look at the live league table. And there is my friend Kevin Phillips. There he is. You can check out my interview with Super Kev on the channel, The Goal Machine. He's describing a goal here for Shrewsbury scored by Ogbeta. Let's have a look. Turnover in midfield. Drives to this lovely goal, actually. Drives forward and just from the edge of the D, slides it right in the corner. Lovely, lovely goal, actually, with the right foot. Ipswich just can't get hold of the ball in the second half here. It's gone forward to Judge, but the offside flag is up. Right, I'll go back to comments in just a sec. Let's have a look at the live league table. So we haven't looked since Blackpool equalised. So that now means Blackpool 1 goal for Blackpool, and they are jumping a couple of places. Doncaster also can go on to 61 if they can get in front at MK. Ipswich again, there's a chance to climb a couple of positions if they can just get a goal. No one is winning down the bottom. Look at that. Northampton drawing, Wigan drawing, Bristol Rovers drawing, AFC Wimbledon. Bristol Rovers losing, AFC Wimbledon are drawing. Ipswich have got an attacking throw-in down the left-hand side, which Stephen Ward is going to take. Throws it in. That was just appallingly bad. Throws it into Judge, who plays it to him about there, and he can't obviously control it. And not at it at all in the second half here. Ipswich doesn't bode particularly well. Do I think Burton will relegate Bristol Rovers? I would like to reframe the question in a less tabloidy way, Azzy. Obviously, Joey Burton will not be entirely responsible for the relegation of Bristol Rovers if it happened. Will he go down with them? It's looking a possibility, isn't it? Didn't he have a bit of a snidey press conference the other day as well? Someone else who knows more, tell me about it. Free kick to Wigan, who have been on top for most of this second half now. Deriqua plays it in the front to Keane. Oh, lovely ball through by Keane. In behind. Oh, what a chance. Ojo's missed it. Oh, Wigan should have been in front then. Really, really should have been in front. Lovely play by Will Keane. First time ball through. In behind. 1v1. And really good chance for Wigan. Goodness me. Ojo should score there. And Ipswich are looking very, very much like picking up nothing unless they get their act together in this second half. But here comes Norwood up the other end. Norwood, lovely cross in, and Sears, why doesn't he gamble on that? Goodness me. Very direct. Norwood gets into the channel, fires it across the box, and Sears has got to anticipate that ball getting across him and does not. Oh, goodness me. He's got to gamble, throw himself at that. And he's got a big chance there himself, Sears. But as it stands, the only big chance there was for Wigan. Lovely ball by Will Keane after sort of Deriqua give and go with tilt, I think it was. Deriqua fired it in and Keane around the corner, played it through. Lovely ball. And Ojo should score. He's in the box, 1v1. He's on a bit of an angle. Holly stands up, but still the attacking player is big favourite to stick that in the corner. And Wigan should lead, shouldn't he, there? Throw in. Yeah, we're seeing that chance again. Yeah, it was Chambers who came off position there to try and close down Keane. And Keane really did a number on him then. And Ojo should have scored. inquest beginning there between Nsiala and the keeper, Holly. Ooh, Norwood nearly manages to work himself the ball just by some pressing. And that's out with Sears on the right. Sears, low cross by him, but there's a foul been given for something earlier in the move. I have no idea what. Lee Evans is down. Derrick was chuntering away at the referee. I follow didn't catch that one. Barton was pretty much slagging off the last couple of the managers, not the current players. There, I think he'll walk. Doesn't sound happy. Referee's having a word with Norwood. I don't know what happened there. He's telling him to calm down. That's half of Norwood's game, not being calm. Stevenage 1, Barrow 0, Colchester 1, Bradford 2. And I'm going to get to see that goal. Andy Cook. Oh, great header that. Lovely goal for Bradford there. Cook. He's about 8 yards out. Just guides the header into the far corner. Here come Wigan again. Played out wide right to Derrickwa. Sticks it in the box. Nsiala heads it away. Ashgard. Ashgard back to Evans. Lovely ball. Wigan much the better side in the second half. I think compared to the first half, I think Wigan have improved and Ipswich have got worse. So Wigan looking on top here. Norwood's done really well to draw a foul there, given his team's been pretty bad in the second half, and he's not had much service. So free kick to Ipswich. Norwood just bustling. Yeah, I mean, it is a foul. He's done well. Norwood there. Just a little tug on the shoulder from Johnston. And Dazelle is going to stick the free kick in. Hull missed a sitter, says James. Hull have hit the bar. Ward. Ward crosses in, headed away. And again by Derrick. Good defending by him. And as an offside there, I think Sears was offside. Interesting. Ben's my wedding singer. Happily, Elliot. And you can actually, I've got a new website, www.benjaminbloom.co.uk, for when I can actually go and be a musician as well. Am I going to paint my room? No, I'm not. And if the room gets painted, it won't be me doing it either. And we don't have enough money for that. But I think my room looks all right. Got me all paranoid about it. Throw in for Ipswich. Ward tosses it down the line. And out it goes. This has got scrappy. It has just for the last 2 minutes. That's quite good news for Ipswich, actually, the scrappiness, because Wigan were playing quite well. Got to clean it first. It's not too bad, actually. Not too bad, my office. Kamil Josviak has more goals for Poland this year than Derby. Unbelievable. Norwood bustling away. Excuse me, Judge, bustling away. And he has fouled Derrickwa. And they're all going to walk away from this free kick. And Jones, the Wigan keeper, is going to take it. Are we there, Annie? 14,900 subscribers. Wonderful news. Thank you for letting me know. Right, Caden Jackson has come on. And so has Josh Harrop for Freddie Sears and Alan Judge. Well, that's interesting. Are they going to go 4-4 effing 2? I wonder. Penalty for Blackpool, says Anir, as well. We'll see if it's scored. I'm sorry, Ricky. I will answer about Dazelle in a sec. Let me just see this Blackpool penalty. So this penalty could put Blackpool up a couple of positions here. Big moment, this one. Here it comes and stuck into the back of the net. I'm assuming that was Jerry Yates. And Blackpool lead. Goodness me. Let's go straight to the live league table because they're just going to hop 2 places, aren't they? It's not even been updated. Keep your eye on the live league table. It's going to update as we go. Everybody watching? Blackpool are about to jump up in, there they go, into 5th position. Good little turnaround for Blackpool. Leighton Orient 2, Oldham 1 as well. Let me just update that. Blackpool, we'll just talk about their run in just a sec. There's about 18 things I want to talk about in one go here. Ricky's asked twice about Andre Dazelle. Is Dazelle still the same hot prospect he was a few years ago? No, not really. He's one of these guys who you watch him play and you think, what a classy player. And he's just been wrong place, wrong time, honestly. He's been at Ipswich at probably the worst time in the last 60 years. Here come Wigan. Keane on the edge of the box. Ashgard works Bishop. Good play by Edwards there on the cover. So Dazelle, definitely a player there. Almost like, probably, not that I want to see it, probably the best thing he could do is go and find another club. But I'd love to see Ipswich get their act together and Dazelle at the same time. But right. We need to figure out what Ipswich's shape is here. It's going to be a Wigan long throw. It's going to come in. I think it's a left back. Robinson is going to take it. Caden Jackson came on, as did Josh Harrop. For Alan. Oh, goodness me. The throw-in was recycled. It came back into the box. It was flicked on. And it was just who gets there first between Will Keane and Thomas Holy there. And Holy just comes out and grabs the ball. But if Keane had got any kind of toe poke on that, he's going to poke it past the keeper and into the net inside the 6-yard box. Need 2 goals in this game and 1 in the Cheltenham game. How much are you making today, Russ? Listen to that podcast with Leon Knight. Leon Knight's always good value. 60 grand the bin bag from Ruston and Diamonds. Oh, dear. Leon Knight, do you remember him on Championship Manager back in the day? Was he Chelsea youngster? He was unstoppable, wasn't he, Leon Knight? Into the box it goes long. Enciala heads it on. Big punch by Holly. Somebody is down. And here come Wigan on the counter. But given away. Bishop. Oh, excellent. Brilliant play by Bishop there. Drives out and Harrop is caught surely there. I think that might be a yellow for Tendai Derikwa. Really good play by Ted Bishop there. That's been his calling card over the years. That drive out of central midfield. Again, another one who just can't stay on the pitch for a whole season and stay fit. Goodness me. Cheltenham throwing the kitchen sink at Morecambe, aided by a stiff sea breeze. You got to love it. It's Harrop who drew the foul. I think Derikwa knew that there was a pretty decent counter on and made the foul. Yellow card for him. Second Wigan player on a yellow free kick. Iain Enciala wins it, but Wigan have got it clear. Here they come on the counter, but it's turned over and Wolfenden plays it back in to Luke Chambers. Ooh, big goal. Big goal, this one. Hull 1, Gillingham 1. And right as that happens, Peterborough go 5-0 up against Accrington. Really good moment for Peterborough. Gillingham equalised, set play nodded down and fired in from close range for Gillingham. Peterborough have gone 5-0 up. Does that change things at the top, actually? Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. So that puts Hull's lead down to 1 point. A bad minute for Hull there. Sunderland are winning as well. So, yeah, could be a bad day for Hull if all stays the same. And Johnson Clark Harris has got the hat-trick, which has been threatening since about the 16th minute or something. For the Posh, they are 5-0 up against Stanley. And he's put that one in with the left foot. I don't know, is it a perfect hat-trick? You tell me. Jackson down the left-hand side holds it up to Edwards. Jackson again. Jackson tries to dink that one in, looking for Norwood, who heads goalwards, but limp header. Easy gather for Jones in goal. Those are our two latest goals there. It's now Hull 1, Gillingham 1. We're focusing on League One today in the Saturday Super Stream. Those are your scores. Wimbledon 0, Northampton 0, Blackpool 2, Plymouth 1. Turnaround there because Plymouth were leading. Bristol Rovers 0, Sunderland 1, Hull 1, Gillingham 1, with both of their chasers catching. MK Dons 0, Doncaster 0, Peterborough 5, Stanley 0, Shrewsbury 1, Pompey 2, Wigan 0, Ipswich 0. But as soon as we say that, John Marquis has been red carded for Pompey. I wonder if Shrewsbury can get that back to 2-2, 2-2-2, to 2-2. We'll say it like that. Bishop, Edwards, Wolfenden, Edwards, good play. Here comes Edwards down the right. Oh, really good play. Edwards keeps going. Great run by Guion Edwards. Such a poor cross, though. And Ipswich had 4 in the box then. Edwards did so well. He just needs to dink that up to the back post. And there's 3 arriving. He went low and hit the first man. And here comes a Wigan counter. And surely Luke Wolfenden's going to get booked for that. Tactical foul on Ashgard. He checks he's okay. He knew exactly what he was doing there, Wolfenden. And he becomes the 3rd player in this game to receive a yellow card. Tactical foul there by Wolfenden, but good play by Guion Edwards there. Didn't have the end product, as many League One players don't, there to back up his good work beforehand. And then the counter-attack forces Wolfenden to make the tactical foul. Red for Marquis. He's gone. He's gone. Jacob and Marcus, which one? Is there some strange identity problem here? Gardner is on for Wigan for Ashgard. And there is 67 gone in this one. Wigan load the free kick in. Norwood gets a foot on it, but an offside, a foul or something. It's going to be a restart for Ipswich. How good? Scott Twine to Luton. Interesting. He'll be expensive, won't he, from Swindon, won't he? Goodness me. Othello. Well, actually, he's gone off, Kate. Can you tell me about who just came on? Gardner, and what he's going to do. Gardner just coming on for Wigan. Dan Gardner, not a player I'm familiar with, I have to say. Throw into Ipswich. Harrogate 0, Southend 1. Oh, foul there, surely, on Stephen Ward. Yeah, not a clever tackle. That one by Callum Lang. And he's going to get a yellow card as well. Free kick to Ipswich, which Josh Harrop likes the look of. And it looks like, yeah, Harrop's going to take the free kick from the left-hand side. Here comes Harrop. One man in the wall for Wigan. In it goes. Not a great delivery. Wolfenden gets like a thigh on it, but it goes away from goal. Help forward again. Wigan clear. Edwards, the last man. Oh, don't get caught there. He has got caught. Oh, Holly's way out of his goal. Don't foul him. Oh, my goodness me. What a mess there. Oh, Wigan on the counter there. And Gwion Edwards was left as the last man. He needed to just get rid of that as quickly as he could. He didn't. The ball goes up in the air. Thomas Holly comes way out of goal. As he comes, the ball spins right away from Holly. And he manages to make the clearance in the end. Dan Gardner will play anywhere. You play for Oldham, Mr. Reliable. Thank you very, very much. On comes Armando Dobra for Ipswich for Gwion Edwards. So basically, the three off the front that started today are completely gone. Sears, Judge, and Edwards all gone. Jackson, Harrop, and Dobra are in. Yeah, it looks like Harrop's sort of playing front left. Jackson in the 10, support striker, whatever you want to say, with Dobra now playing front right. Oh, nice back heel by Ward. Harrop goes again. Good tackle by Derikwa. One for yourself, Ben. Everyone in the chat. How did you first get into supporting your local chosen football team? Quite simple. My dad took me to a game. That was it. Yeah. Ditch the Man United shirt that you had as a kid, and away we go. Dazelle tries to play that through to Harrop. Ooh, turnover quickly, and Wigan forward. Oh, and the shot is blocked there. Goodness me. Wigan have won free kick now, have they? Or someone's down with a bump to the head. No, I didn't see what happened then. I was looking away. Good opening there for Wigan on transition again. Early ball forward into the right channel. Hopefully they'll show it to me again. Yeah. There's Lang. Cut inside. It's good play by Chambers in the end. Followed him inside. Lang needed to be a bit more decisive there. MK Dons 1, Doncaster 0. Bad news for Doncaster. Good news for MK. We'll see what that does to the live league table, actually, because I wonder whether that knocks Doncaster down a place in that top 6 race. They're doing concussion protocol here. Forgive me, I can't see the number of who's down. Oh, it's Armando Dobra. He's only just come on as well, poor guy. He's holding his right shoulder. Hopefully he's okay. There's the live league table, by the way. So, yes, that has meant it doesn't say that Doncaster are losing. So I don't think it's caught up yet. We're pretty sure, yeah. Daniel Harvey has scored. So, yeah, we're actually ahead of the live league table. They're going to drop to 57 points on that Doncaster and in the as things stand business here. I think Dobra's okay and he's going to play on. Wigan have a relatively dangerous looking free kick here. I think, is Lee Evans going to take it? Again, don't ask me to read the numbers on the back of those Wigan shirts. Impossible, isn't it? Can they get a shot away at goal? Here comes the MK Dons goal. Big switch of play. Nice first touch. Just down the road from me here. Oh, I think that's taken a very, very late deflection, that. Centre half in the way, trying to heroically stop it, but diverting it past his own keeper. Tranmere 1, Mansfield 1 in League 2 latest. Right, here comes the free kick, which I think Lee Evans is going to take. Has he got the quality to get this over the wall and on target? No. And it's a goal kick. And an anticlimax. Paddy Madden has scored for Stockport against Hartlepool, just recently left Fleetwood. He does get it over the wall, but he doesn't get it on target. Wide. Stephen Quinn. Is that the Stephen Quinn? Scored for Mansfield. Someone let me know in the chat. I think Stephen Quinn played for both. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Alan Quinn, aren't I? Ginger-headed Stephen Quinn. I think that's someone who played for Burton last season. Corner for Ipswich. Good work by Luke Wolfenden down the right-hand side. Forces the corner. MK Dons. Daniel Harvey. Deflection on the shot. There you go. I needn't have watched it. In comes the corner. Enciala on the back post with tilt. Derikwa, and it's cleared. Wigan clear again. Chambers to Dazelle. Nice little one around the corner from Dazelle. Forward comes Dobra and wins the free kick. Good play by Dobra. Hopefully his shoulder is okay. Stevenage 1, Barrow 1, 78th minute. Peterborough 6, Stanley 0. Oof. Anyone want to do a quick goal difference count? Anyone do that? Oh, they've had a really good day, Peterborough, haven't they? Look at that. Going to move on to 69 goals for the season. Woof. Carlisle 1, Cambridge 1. Free kick to Ipswich. Dazelle is going to swing it in from the right-hand side with his left foot. Poor delivery. Headed away by Robinson, the left-back. Here's Dobra. Oh, lovely little clip in by Dobra. Is it going to fall? Oh, and hit into the near post there. I think it was Norwood. Jones stands up strong there and parries it away. It wasn't really an angle that you felt like you could score from, but Norwood, hits it straight at goal. Jones does well. He's well positioned there. He would have got caught out if he didn't have his body in the right place there. Jones, the Wigan keeper. Bishop. Bishop to Harrop. Oh, Bishop's got caught there, has he not? Looked like someone left one on Ted Bishop there, but play on. Mo Isa. Nice guy to have on the bench. Made it 6-0. I don't know if Sky have shown the goal, to be honest. I'm looking away. 6-0 to Peterborough. They're having a lovely old time. And they're finally going to go up out of League One. Crossed into the near post there. Johnston gets in. Johnston and Jones get in one another's way. Little wave of apology, but in the end, nothing doing. And it stays 0-0 in this one. So there you goals. Wimbledon 0, Northampton 0. Blackpool 2, Plymouth 1. Turnaround lead there. I'm just going to come away from that because it looks like we're going to see the goal for Mo Isa. Ooh, big chance for Hull, apparently, says the Hull Twitter. You never trust club Twitters, can you? A lot of them are worse than fans, aren't they? Oh, lovely through ball from the right-hand side. Ice are completely clear. Stanley are just done, aren't they? They are done. And Isa runs through and sticks it in with the left foot. Here come Wigan forward. Good defending by Chambers there. Just takes it off. Will Keane played around between Dazelle and back to Chambers, who gets it clear. Norwood with the foul. And Lee Evans is in the wars again. He's down with a head injury. Norwood walks away holding his head, but I think he may be trying to distract from the fact that he committed the foul there. Oh, sorry, it's not Lee Evans. Wigan, sort your numbers out. Zach Clough is going to come on. You would assume for Solomon Otterbor or Keane off the front there. I wouldn't have thought they'd take Keane off because of the aerial prowess, attacking and defensive. Paul Cook's having a good word with Caden Jackson and Josh Harrop. It was Johnston who was down, beg your pardon. Dazelle, I'll take him to Luton. As much as it pains me to say, Stephen, he'd benefit from going to Luton, I have to say. But yeah, there you go. Don't tell our mate Jay, who's on the Luton recruitment team now, isn't he? Goodness. Ben, am I doing the England match tomorrow? Yes, sir, Daz. I'll see you at what time tomorrow? 4:45 for that one. I'll be on the Blue Monday podcast as well, talking about this very game and the week at Ipswich. Oh, my God. Peterborough 7, Stanley 0. Peterborough are 7-0 up. There you go. That makes Katie's comment more pertinent. Ooh, Wigan are in behind. Going to get the shot. Oh, another chance for Wigan. I would estimate that Wigan have had the 3 best chances of this game. Callum Lang got in behind. Wrong side of Chambers. Chambers can't touch him or it's a penalty. Nsiala comes across on the cover. And frankly, if anyone has deserved to win this game, it hasn't been Ipswich. Wigan, decent chances for Ojo in the second half and Lang and Keane in the first half as well. Clough has just come on, and me being the imbecile that I am, I didn't see who he came off for or who came off for him. Throwing to Ipswich down the left-hand side. It's 0-0. Wigan, the better side. Idris Kanu is the goal scorer for Peterborough. And as we suspected, Viv Solomon Otterbor comes off for Zach Clough, the number 7. 83 minutes, 30 seconds gone in this one. Wigan 0, Ipswich 0. Let's look at the numbers. Wigan, the more likely winner. I have to, with my bias left at the door, say, just in terms of who's forced the better chances. Otherwise, very much even. Look, shots on target 4-1. That's lies, damn lies, and statistics. The chance quality. I'm sure if anyone's got an XG number for me, as Chambers goes against Clough and wins it. The better chances have been Wigan's in this one. As I said, Keane, Ojo and Lang with the 3 best chances of the game. Still Hull 1, Gillingham 1 up the top there. So it's going to be a lovely old day for Peterborough. Although I'm sure they would swap one of their 7 goals for a Gillingham goal now, wouldn't they? And Hull to go behind. Because I think that put them top of the table, wouldn't it? Can you see there? 60. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? And a big goal difference, 7-goal swing in the goal difference today with Hull level and Peterborough 7-0 up. Big diagonal for Ward. Ward has gone down. And the foul's been given against Derick, actually. I didn't see much in it, to be honest. But Derick was already on a yellow card, so he doesn't want to tot up too many. Pronounce that sub again. Zach Clough. There you go. Viv Solomon Otterbor, I think was the one you were talking about. I'm worried Peterborough may throw this lead away. Yeah, not happening. What's going on at Bristol Rovers? Chance here, possibly. Soccer Saturday is showing us. Ooh, good save. 87 gone in that one. So free kick down the left for Ipswich, which Harrop is going to take right-footed and presumably attempt to swing in. Here it comes. Headed away by Johnston. And then hoiked clear. Bishop takes no chances, knocks it forward, as does Ward. Jackson goes to hold it up. And Chambers commits the foul. Chambers is going to get a yellow card, actually. Stevenage 2, Barrow 1. .86:30 on the clock here. Free kick to Wigan. I think it's going in the box from Evans. That's a dreadful free kick. Went straight to Dobra. Dobra not quite strong enough there against Johnston, the centre-back who's still up. Very messy. Ball's turned over about 5 times in 5 seconds there. But here come Wigan into the box. Enciala makes the block. Blackpool 2, Plymouth 2. Interesting. Very, very interesting. That game has swung in both directions, hasn't it? We've had Plymouth leading, then it level, then Blackpool leading, and now Plymouth level again. As Anna says, 2-2. 14 shots, 11 on target, 7 goals. Nice. Keane knocks it back. Oof. Jackson does well, actually, down in the left back position. And we're about to see 91st minute equaliser it was for Plymouth. Let's just update that down the bottom there. Driven in by Joe Edwards. And that's going to change things at the top of the table, isn't it? Dodu has come on for Wigan. Who did he come on for? Sorry. Too much going on. Will Keane is off. Dodu. I know you pronounce it. Is on. 88:30 on the clock. Harrop, edge of the box, shot blocked. Here is Enciala to Chambers. Chambers to Dezelle. Given away. And cleared forward early. Dodu chasing it, but Ipswich get it clear. And we're coming into the last 30 seconds before stoppage time now. Wigan have got it in the left back position. Robinson knocks it forward. Ooh, they're in behind there. Goodness me. Ooh, what's he given? I think he's given an offside, but the game stopped again for another head injury, I think. They're asking the fourth official what on earth is going on. The ball was hoiked over the top. Lang is down. Looked like they were going to get in behind their Wigan. He's run off the back of Inciala. Chambers comes across to cover. And they both go in for the challenge. And it's going to be, I think he gave a drop ball. So no actual foul possibly there. I don't know. Right, we're into stoppage time. It's going to be 6 minutes of stoppage time. Carlisle 1, Cambridge 2. So 6 minutes of stoppage time, of which we have already played 1 minute and 20 seconds. 88th minute winner looks like for Wimbledon. AFC Wimbledon 1, Northampton 0. We'll see what that does to the bottom of the table as Holly comes out and clears. And that puts AFC Wimbledon up to 21st. No, it doesn't. For some reason, has there been an equaliser? I think when they update it, that could be a switch of positions, probably, couldn't it? Interesting. We'll see what happens when the table actually updates. Joe Pigott has definitely scored. Into the 92nd minute here, Wolfenden with the free kick. Full-time, Blackpool 2, Plymouth 2. Sunderland have also beaten Bristol Rovers. Free kick goes in from Ipswich. Wasted. And we carry on. 92.5 minutes played. 6 minutes stoppage time minimum. And it's Pigott's forced home from a set play. Could be a really big goal for AFC Wimbledon there at Plough Lane. Inciala went up, won the free kick. But his header just looped up and wide without troubling the keeper. Jones, Ipswich defending's got pretty slapdash in the last sort of 5-10 minutes of this game. MK Dons 1, Doncaster 0 is a full time. Jones slices his clearance. 93-30 on the clock now. Throw into Wigan, who've got good levels of urgency here. Although there's going to be a handball there. Crawley 1, Port Vale 3 is a full time. Bristol Rovers look all but down now. Yeah, indeed. A bad one for them. As we go into minute number 95 now. As in 94 minutes up on the clock. Norwood into the box. Breaks for Dobra. And cleared. Wigan come away on the counter. And Luke Wolfenden just smashes it diagonal out for a throw-in. On the other side. Tranmere full time. Another 2 points dropped, says James. I think they're playing Mansfield, weren't they? Is that right? Uh, 94-47 on the clock now, as Wigan win a free kick on half time. And I suspect they ought to stick this one in the box. Not long left. Liam Richardson telling his team to go narrow and get it in the mixer. 95-13 on the clock. Orient 2, Oldham 1 is full time. Nsiala got a head on it. Norwood in the corner. Not the best clearance you'll ever see. Although he's got up the pitch and won it back, to be fair to him. 95-33 on the clock. Dobra brings it away. Chambers boots it down the ground. Carlisle 1, Cambridge 2, full time. Peterborough 7, Accrington 0, full time. Here's Clough for Wigan as we come up to the minimum added stoppage time, which we have now played. Throw into Wigan, and this one is ending 0-0. Throw in is taken. Shrewsbury 1, Portsmouth 2. 2 for 2 for the Cowleys. They have won with 30 seconds over the minimum stoppage time. Ward is going to take the throw in. He throws it down the line. And that is it. Full time in this one for Ipswich. 0-0. And honestly, Wigan had the best chances in that game. It's Hull 1, Gillingham 1. Ipswich not creating barely anything, really. Wigan, 3 good chances, as I remember. Keane blocked by Nsiala, sort of 20-ish minutes in. Ojo, really good chance in the second half. And then Lang creeping in behind. And 0-0, well, on the basis that there were so few shots on target, yeah, fair enough. But Wigan, I think, did have the better openings. And this is an Ipswich team that just doesn't score goals, does it? So a lot of work for Paul Cook. Hull, 9 minutes ago, it's ended there. So I think we've got all of our results, and it was Wimbledon 1. Actually, go on, let's do it on SofaScore, where you can read everything off. Let's do it by date. Is that all of them there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we got all our games up there. So Wimbledon 1, Northampton 0. I think they're still going, actually. MK 1, Doncaster 0. Blackpool 2, Plymouth 2. Wigan 0, Ipswich 0. Shrewsbury 1, Pompey 2. Peterborough 7, Stanley 0. Bristol Rovers 0, Sunderland 1. Hull 1, Gillingham 1. What has that done to the table? With the knowledge that Wimbledon and Northampton are still going down the bottom there. At the top, Hull, back-to-back draws, and Peterborough really laying the smackdown to go within 1 point and really eating into the goal difference as well. They're a 7-goal swing on the goal difference today. Sunderland 1 again, 4 wins in 5. Were they to win their games in hand, they would be above both of the. No, they would. They would. They'd have 73, wouldn't they? And Peterborough would have 72. But hey, we can't assume games in hand adding 3 points onto a team's total. Lincoln are slipping and look like they're off the pace for the top 2 chase. And then Pompey, right back at it, 2 straight wins under the Cowleys. Blackpool a draw today, but they were in the lead, weren't they? But they were behind as well. So that game went all over the place. Doncaster losing and slipping badly. Oxford, they've been in decent form over a longer period of time, but still 3 defeats and 5 for them. Charlton didn't play. Gillingham, good point for them at Hull. They've had a really good run, haven't they? Gillingham, especially given the budget. Full-time, Wimbledon 1, Northampton 0 down the bottom. Ipswich, 0-0, didn't create anything. 1 point in the last 3, very poor from Ipswich. Looked like dropping off, but hey, the playoffs still in reach ridiculously given how bad Ipswich have been and how tight that all is. MK, look at that, 4 wins in a row. And they go up to 12th. Great job. Accrington, huge 7-0 defeat today. Crewe didn't play. Fleetwood didn't play. Plymouth 2-2 at Blackpool. Shrewsbury lost, but gave a good fight of it in the second half against 10 men. Pompey got 1 back. Couldn't get the second. Burton didn't play. Swindon didn't play. Northampton, bad day for them. They lost, didn't they? I'm sure. That hasn't quite been updated yet in terms of the winning and losing the last 5 games there. But level on points now. Pigott with the late goal for Wimbledon. There you go. It's updated now. A swing back to level points there. Wigan still in the bottom 3. We'll think they probably could have beaten Ipswich today, wouldn't they? Bristol Rovers, 4th straight defeat. 2nd bottom for Joey Barton and Rochdale at the foot of the table. Any final comments here? Morecambe hang on for the 1-0 win. Defended resolutely. Cheltenham deserved at least a draw. Even tighter at the top of League 2. Deserved point for Gills. Typical Evans display. O'Connor and Dempsey outstanding. Hull good going forward. Iffy at the back. Wilkes outstanding. Too good for League 1. Great stuff, guys. Watching those ones. Only positive is a clean sheet. Well, you take the point as well, given how sparse they are at the bottom. If we did sneak into 6th place by some miracle, then can you see us beating Sunderland? Sunderland looked good for the top 2, but yeah, I know what you mean. Northampton missed the last kick penalty, did they? I did not. I was too busy looking this way. I did not notice what was going on there. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. That was the Saturday Super Stream with a League 1 flavour today and a bit of a watch-along of my team, Ipswich. No goals, so what are you going to do? Hey, let me know if you want to shout out before we go. We'll be back. Now, there's going to be lots of stuff. We'll be watching along Albania, England tomorrow night. Then Championship predictions on Wednesday. Poland as well on Wednesday night. And then Dearly Departed predictions on Thursday. And then we're into ridiculous Good Friday. We'll be super streaming. Huddersfield Brentford on Saturday. Villa Fulham on Sunday. Easter Monday, super stream again. Tuesday night, super stream the Tuesday after that as well. So it's going to be all go. So join us for all of that. But thank you for joining us today. Thank you as ever to David, who is our super stream sponsor. And I think we went over the 14,900 subscribers. So that's great during the show as well. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And all that remains for me to say is a heartfelt over and out. And I'll see you for England tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.